Hi, I'm Anthony, and today I'm going to walk you through Raisolve. Raisolve is a specialized AI customer automation tool, which is designed specifically for Shopify merchants, and it aims to replace human support agents for basic inquiries, which will help you save costs overall. Right, let's head to the desktop so we can set up. Right, so the first thing I want to do is set up a new Gmail. So let's say we're going to make a personal one. My name is going to be Michelangelo, spelled really poorly, maybe not. Make Michael and then Mitchell, Michelangelo Mitchell. Generic birthday, let's do February 8, 1954. I'm really old. Mail, seems like a good email to me. Gonna make a password. Obviously I'll cover this number so that I can put one in. Okay, skip that. Cool, Michelangelo Mitchell. I'm gonna copy this in case I forget it. Cool, made a note of the email. Don't think this part matters too much, it's just gonna be preference. Lovely. All right, let's go to the next step. Right, now that we've done that, let's move on to actually signing up for Raisolve itself. So click here, start the free trial. So yeah, we'll sign up. I can just continue with Google because I've already signed in. Got Michelangelo Mitchell. Continue, and voila. All right, let's get started. Let's say my shop's called Mitchell's Glamorous Goods. Can we connect our Gmail again? That's fine. Select, all right. Okay, so now we'll set up the Shopify later rather than now, and then we'll keep this as automatic. So you can pick which one you want. Obviously, manual AI drafts every reply, but you have to review each one individually. Hybrid is a bit of both, and automatic AI handles everything. I'm going to go with automatic. All right, let's say my template color's this color. Let's say we don't have a logo, for example, and we're here to help let us know what you need. For text, yes, example, doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, save and continue. We have a really good knowledge base if you need to know anything in particular, but we're going to skip that. Do this later as we've seen. But yeah, all these steps done, start our free trial. I'll skip to when I've filled out all these payment details. So yeah, an example flow of when you set up your shop. Here we go. You'll get an email in, let's say from James Okafor. It comes in. Here's the AI response as it's writing. And you can either get this AI to send it off straight away, or you can have some human check it if you wanted to do it that way. And look, replied in 4 seconds. Isn't that pretty cool? Right, once we've done that and we've signed up, I've just taken us to the Agent Brain page, and here's how it works. My brand specifically has a 30-day return policy. You must adhere to this at all times. And let's say we also offer refunds and replacements with 0 questions asked. And we feed this to the brain and it will absorb the information. So let's say the next time that someone comes and 29 days within the return period, the bot will automatically refund them or replace their item depending on what they pick. So you put things that you want to feed to the brain directly and add them here. There's some recommendations as well, just analyzing my store and it will see. And you have things like agent settings where you can use which version of Claude you want, depending on, what you're trying to get at. Of course, these use more tokens. First thing to address actually is that you get 1,000 tokens on the free trial, and tokens are used for different things. So email sent, you can all see all of this here. There's also different tiers depending on what you're trying to do. So if you've got a really big company, you want 30,000 tokens, but 1,000 should be plenty for what I'm trying to do here. This will have all of the tickets and whether they're being AI processed, waiting on the client, resolve, or if they need human interaction, for example. And that usually means that you need to try and see what's going on with it, and it will pop up here. But of course, there's no tickets here yet, so this is nothing to do with us. Things like reviews, you have a business radar, outreach agent, etc. You can even have something like a creator program where, let's say, obviously you set up your payment account and you have tools and content kits. Spro, for example, you can do scripts, titles, captions, everything's already in the software. Have referral tools here, so reviews and upsells and autopilot. There's a bunch of different options. Of course, when you actually add your Shopify shop, you'll have things like customers, products, discounts, upsells. But yeah, if we look at things to configure, you can create rules, for example, auto reply to shipping questions, and it will show you what the rule does. You can set all the rules for things like you can return it automatically, priority medium, etc. Requesting media, human review. It just depends how much you want to have this AI take over for you or how much you want to do yourself. We have things like email branding, invoices, integrations, everything that you can imagine.